Hey, what's up, guys? It's Russo and Jordy with Backdoor Fantasy Sports, and we've got another Prize Picks video for you. This is our daily show. We've got 4 picks for you. We've got a fun 10-game slate tonight, some killer matchups. We're very excited to get into it. But before we do, if you've never tried Prize Picks, use our promo code at the bottom of the screen, and they'll hook you up with a full deposit match up to $100. So they're just gonna double whatever you put on. So if you do go for the full 100, you'll get 200 to play with. It's a great deal. Just use our code and they'll hook you up. And if you're new to our channel, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell. We run several different types of shows. We have a late night show, and we have our daily show, and we have more content coming your way soon. So make sure you're subscribed. And again, you guys, our regular viewers, you've been killing it. Our numbers have been just amazing. So if you don't mind continuing to help us out by smashing the like button, it's just been really putting us into a bigger audience. It's been pushing us right up into the algorithm and getting great exposure. We appreciate you guys. All right, so let's get into our picks. To get us started, I'm going to be going with a points and assist prop, and I'm very excited about this play. I'm going to be going with Colin Sexton, shooting guard for the Utah Jazz. I like him to go over 27.5 tonight. This is a revenge game. He's playing his old team who let him go. And I know that doesn't always mean a lot because it's also a revenge game for Donovan Mitchell. But I am excited about this for more than just the revenge game aspect of things. Let me make sure this is refreshed. Give me 1 sec. I want to look at the over-under here. All right. So where are we at? Did I pass it? I did. It was up top. All right, so we have a 227.5 over under with the Cavs favored by just 5. We do have Markkanen and Kessler healthy for the game, so I think that this could be pretty solid. If we look at what Sexton has been doing over his last 5 games, we have 31.3 minutes per game, 25.6 points, and 4 assists per game. The thing that excites me most about this play is we have no Jordan Clarkson tonight and no Keontae George. So he should get plenty of minutes. He's been averaging good minutes anyways, but I'm really excited to watch this game. It is a little bit of a tough matchup. Cleveland is pretty decent on defense, but it's nothing too scary. They're still allowing to shooting guards 19.5 points per game and 4.5 assists per game. So I think with what he's been doing and what he's been averaging, again, he's been averaging over this. He's been averaging a significant amount over this, not just a half point or a full point. We've got, again, 29.6 is his average over the last 5 games. So I think he should be able to go over here on the 27.5. And that's going to be my first play. He has done this. 4 out of his last 5 games, and I think he's done it 6 out of his last 10. So that's going to be my first play that I'm excited about. And then my next play, actually I forgot. Let's head over just for a moment and look at Daily Grind here. If we look at what the odds makers are saying, they're kind of agreeing with us here. We've got a just over a 50% chance for the odds to hit on Daily Grind's odds to hit indicator, which is kind of you never really, sometimes you'll get something pushing up into the 60s, but I don't worry too much about the odds to hit indicator, but it is a little bit helpful. But our favorite odds maker, BetMGM, does have this at a -125 to go over. But beyond the odds makers, we like to check that stuff out, but that's not what you should be basing your bet off of. That's just a tool. The main indicators I'm excited about are Jordan Clarkson and Keontae George being out, and Sexton's in rhythm. We also have, like I said, the revenge game, so I'm excited to see this one go down. And my next play is going to be a rebounds prop, and I'm going to be going over to Sabonis for over 12.5 rebounds down here. Okay. So yeah, he's hit this 3 out of his last 5, but I believe he's hit it. I know it's at least 6 or 7 times out of his last 10. But we do have a fun matchup here against Boston. This should be a really fun game to watch. I'm sure in our Discord we'll be getting more pieces of this game for sure. We do have Boston coming off of they're on a back-to-back. And Sabonis and the team in general, the Kings just tend to play at such a pace that there's a lot of opportunities for rebounding. If we look at Sabonis's last 5 games, we have 33.4 minutes per game and averaging 13 rebounds per game. So if he just hits his average, we should be good to go on cashing this one. Let's look at the over-under. Okay, here we go. So yeah, we have a good over-under. We have a 237.5 over-under, nice high-scoring game, and just a 2.5 spread favoring the Kings. I believe Porzingis is still questionable. I'm not totally sure if he's playing tonight or not, but that doesn't really affect me wanting to play Sabonis or not in this. If we look at what Boston's allowing the centers, they're allowing any given center about 13.2 rebounds per game. So we have their average and his average, indicating that we should be able to cash on this. I wouldn't be surprised if he goes well over this, though, and goes for like 14, 15 maybe. Going to be a really fun game. Let's take a look at Daily Grind. Right. Out of there. Updating real quick. The bonus, where you at? Here we go. So this one has a 53.64% chance of going over. Daily Grind's odds are a -135 of going over. And we have BetMGM, our favorite, at a -140. We got Caesars at a -139. Across the board, this is pretty heavily juiced. Again, this shouldn't be the main thing you're basing your decision off of, but it's always a little exciting when you have a different narrative and the odds makers are seeing what you're seeing. So those are the two I'm rolling with for the Daily Show. What do you got for us, Jordy?
Yeah, so to get me started here, I've got, I'm going to be going with a points and rebounds prop. I'm actually really excited about this one. Hopefully it didn't move on me. Let's see. Yep, still at 11. So I like Reggie Jackson to go over 11 points and rebounds. This is just ridiculously low for what he's been doing. I know he's come close on some of these, but Jamal Murray is still on a minute restriction with his ankle. So Reggie Jackson has been heavily in the rotation for them. If you look at Reggie Jackson's last 10 games here, he's gone over this in 8 out of 10 games. Even with Murray being back, he's still going over it with flying colors in some of these games. As you see in this game right here, he played 19 minutes against Atlanta, and he went for 12 points and 1 rebound. And then against Dallas in their last game, he went for 19 minutes and had 20 points and 1 rebound. So he's super efficient when he's on the floor. To only play 19 minutes and to get 12 shots up is pretty impressive. And Denver is kind of struggling scoring the ball, so they're reliant on his scoring coming off the bench. So I like him in this game. I think it's a pretty good matchup for him. So if we look at the matchup here for Toronto against point guards, they're pretty good, but they're still giving up 22 points and 6.3 rebounds a game. So the rebounds are just a plus in this situation. I think he can get 1 to 2 rebounds, but I think he's going to easily get us 9 to 10 points, like no problem. I think he could go over this in just points alone, like easily. So, with a nice little matchup here against Toronto, I think they're going to need his scoring off the bench again, and I like him to go over this. So I'm going to be taking his over in this. If we look at Daily Grind over here, they've got his points and rebounds over for 10.5 at a -130. And then I looked it up on another app, and his alt line for 11 is a -115 to -125 to still go over 11. So liking this matchup a lot. I think this is just too low for Reggie, so going with that one. And then my next one here is going to be a little bit of a out of the ordinary pick. It's a really good one in my opinion. I like Zubac to go over 1.5 blocks and steals. He's in the top 5 when it comes to blocks this year, which is crazy. And he's averaging 2 blocks a game. You can see he's gone over this 4 out of his last 5, and he's gone over this in 8 out of his last 10 games. You can just look here. I mean, he's been super efficient when he's on the floor. They're kind of finally giving him the minutes he deserves. And, they've got a pretty tough matchup against Dallas tonight. And if we look at over here, what Dallas is giving up to centers when it comes to blocks, they're giving up 1.6 blocks and 1.5 steals a game. So, I think he can at least get us 1 block, and you can see in some of these games he is getting 2 steals, 1 steal. He's averaging 1.9 blocks a game and 0.3 steals a game. So I just think he could get it done in this. It's going to be a pretty fast-paced game, and I think he'll get upwards of 30 minutes. So I like this to go over. If you look over here on Daily Grind, where we see it here. So they've got this at a minus 120 to go over with BetMGM, and Caesars has it at a 119. But I really like it. I think with how he's been doing this like almost every game, I think tonight he can get it done again. So that's going to be my 2 for today.
Awesome, man. Yeah, and another note on the Reggie Jackson play, much like the MPJ play from last night's video, we do have Aaron Gordon dealing with that little bit of an issue as well. And I know they don't play the same position, but as far as scoring goes, they're going to be relying upon more than just him,
Good point.
or more players. So I love that play, and I love the Zubats play too. I hope we're done with the Daniel Tice shenanigans in LA.
Yeah.
But cool, guys. Yeah, these are the 4 we're rolling with. We hope you have a great Wednesday night and enjoy these games. And if you're interested in checking out the Daily Grind DFS Optimizer, we've partnered up with them. There's a link in the description of the video if you want to check that out and get that optimizer. It has different tools as well beyond just the optimizer, but they're hooking up all of our viewers with 25% off when you use the code BACKDOOR. So just make sure you throw that code in, take advantage of the discount. And yeah, that's going to do it for us. We hope you have a great night, and we will catch you in tonight's NFL and NBA videos.
All right. Good luck, guys.